Hi everyone. In the last class we discussed about this basic introduction part of Java. What is meant by Java, who invented Java, and in which year the Java is invented. Before name of Java, as the original name of the Java, who is called as the father of Java. All these are the questions we already discussed, and the applications of Java also we mentioned, and the type of applications. Let's try to attempt this. In respect of this Java, select the correct one. We already discussed these points. Try to answer it. It is high level, general purpose, object oriented. It is low level, general purpose, object oriented. High level, general purpose, object based. High level, general purpose, native. So which one is correct answer? Option answer A. First one. Java is high level, general purpose, object oriented programming. So I already mentioned about that level of languages, low level, middle level, high level, right? So high level means which is easier to understand. Low level means it is machine understandable, where only machine can understand that language. It is in zeros and ones. We cannot read and write that code. High level languages are human understandable languages. Okay, it is a general purpose because it has a wide variety of applications. We can use it for various applications. Object oriented means it includes everything in object. It is totally based for objects, and it supports OOPS concepts like encapsulation, inheritance. All these concepts we will be going to discuss. At present, the first question answer is it is a high level general purpose object oriented. The next question, which of the following Java edition is suitable for development of web applications? This question also I mentioned the type of applications. We discussed about the web applications, enterprise applications like desktop applications. There are four type of applications we discussed. Based on your application, we have to learn the topic. So Java EE, Java Enterprise Edition is related to the web applications. It is an enterprise platform. It is mainly used to develop web applications and enterprise applications. So it includes this Java Enterprise Edition includes servlet, JSP, web servers, services, EJB, JPU. All these topics include under Java Enterprise Edition. Okay, when you want to build a web application or enterprise application, all these topics you need to learn. Okay, next, who is the father of Java programming, also known as, before the name of Java, it is called as Oak. It is developed by Sun Microsystem in the year 1995, and the father of Java is called as James Gosling. Who invented Java programming? James Gosling. Answer 2. And he is also called as father of Java. Next question. Which component is used to compile, debug and execute the Java program? Here, to execute and to compile and to debug a Java program, we need JDK, Java Development Toolkit. It includes all executable and required libraries to compile and execute a single Java program. Okay, JDK is nothing but Java Development Kit. It is required to compile and execute a Java program. మీ కోడ్ చెక్ చేయడం కోసం, అవుట్పుట్ డిస్ప్లే చేయడం కోసం మనకి కావాల్సిన లైబ్రరీస్ అన్నీ మనకి ఈ జేడీపీలో ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, these are the quiz that we attempted for the previous class. Let's start the today's topic, features of Java. The list of most important features of Java programming language. The features of Java is also known as Java buzzwords. Okay, remember this point. Java buzzwords are nothing but features of Java. So, Java is very simple, object-oriented, portable, platform-independent, secure, robust, architecture-neutral, interpreted, high-performance, multi-threaded, distributed, dynamic. All these are the features of this Java programming language. Let's discuss each and every feature. First one is Java is simple. Yes, Java is simple. We can easily learn. And syntax is also very easy if you learn C or C++ before learning this Java program. If you are directly learning this Java programming, you may feel difficult. But when you have an idea about C or C++, then it will be easy for you to learn this Java programming. And the syntax is also clean and clear, easy to understand. Those who have an idea about this C++, then you can easily understand this programming. And it is simple because it is eliminated the most complex features. Like when you study the C, we have a pointers concept, but in Java we don't have any pointers concept. Operator overloading, all these are the complex features which are not available in this Java program. Means these are the toughest concepts are removed from this Java program. That's why Java is called as a simple programming language. The next feature, object oriented. So why Java is called as a simple programming language means it is very simple. We can easily understand the code and we can write the code, and it removes the tough tough topics like complex features like pointers and operator overloading. These are the complex features which are in C. Operator overloading is in C++. So these topics not included in Java. That's why we can call it as simple programming language. And here also one more point. When we create any object here, and if we don't use it, here we have an automatic garbage collection. So this automatic garbage collector, what does it do means, if we create any object, if we are not referring it, then automatically it will delete that object so that it will save our memory storage space, right? Means you have written some code. Let's understand here. You have written something, but you are not using it. Automatically, it will delete because if you write it and it has to allocate some space. While executing, it will erase that code. At present, just remember this point. Automatic garbage collection means it is not exactly correct, but for your understanding, I'm telling that automatic garbage collection means just when you write some code, if you are not using it, like if you have declared int a equal to 10, but you are not using a value at anywhere in entire your program, but you have assigned 10 value to the a, it has to store somewhere else, right? So unnecessarily you are assigning a variable but you are not using it. You are wasting storage space. In such cases, it will use automatic garbage collection. What happens here? That memory allocation will be deleted. That variable will be erased after execution. I hope you understood this about automatic garbage collection. Okay. Next feature is object-oriented. Yes, Java is an object-oriented programming language where everything in Java is an object. Object-oriented means that we organize our software as a combination of various types of objects that incorporate with both data and behavior. Like if you take any real-time example, like what does it mean? Object means what we can touch and feel, that is considered as an object. Like fan, table, chair, pen, pencil, all these are the objects which are physically exist. So here Java is an object oriented. Everything we write the code which is related to our real world entity, which is really exist. For that we'll write the code. That's why Java is called as an object oriented programming. Okay, where every code is related as an object only. Okay, that's why it is an object oriented programming. It is an approach, it follows some rules, it simplifies the software development and maintenance. It follows some rules like some concepts we have: object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. All these are the concepts of OOPS. Okay, you'll get to know what is inheritance, what is encapsulation, what is polymorphism in later classes. At present, all these are the concepts or features of OOPS. Okay, now next point, portable. So what is object-oriented means? It is a method, it is an approach where everything in Java is related with objects. Okay, and the features are the concepts of object-oriented programming are inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. Okay, remember these points. Next feature is portable. What is meant by portability? It allows programs to run on various platforms without modification. This is achievable because Java code is compiled into bytecode, which is independent of the underlying hardware and operating system. The JVM on each system interprets this bytecode, ensuring platform compatibility. So what does it mean? Means we are writing the code that is called as the .java file. We need to compile it because we need to check whether we have any error in our program. So compiler will check it. After compilation, here JVM, Java Virtual Machine, is responsible. What does it do means? After compilation, with the help of this JVM, we can run our code. After compilation, with the help of JVM, we can run our code on any operating system. We can share our code. Okay, this is the meaning of portability. So when it comes to the C doesn't have this feature. We cannot run our code, run our C code on Windows, Linux, Mac, because it will work only for particular operating system. That is called as platform dependent. The next feature. So this portability means write once, run anywhere. Okay, write once, run anywhere. So whatever the code we are writing it, we can executing on any operating system. We can share our code. This is the feature that Java presents. Platform dependent and independent. Platform C is called as platform dependent languages. Why? It will not work for any other operating systems. If you write the code for Windows operating system, it will work only on Windows. It does not work on other operating systems like Linux or Mac. But when it comes to the Java, it has a wonderful feature like we can run our code on any operating system because of this JVM. Who is the mediator here? JVM is responsible to execute our code on any operating system. Why we can execute our code on any operating system means because of JVM. After writing the code, we'll save it and we will compile it. Compilation means we will check whether the code have any error or not. That is called compilation process. After compilation, if you don't have any error, if your program doesn't have any error, then it will generate a file that is called as a .class file. That file can be shared on any operating system with the help of JVM. Okay, because of this feature, we are calling it as a platform independent. Next, secured. It is secure programming language because there is no explicit pointer concept here, and we are running our Java programs on virtual machine sandbox. This is a Java application involves OS, JVM, and Java applications. When it comes to C++, there is no JVM here. Okay, so if you don't understand, also no problem. Just remember it has a powerful feature, that is it provides high level security. Okay, so class loader, bytecode verifier, security manager, all this includes in JVM. When we come to the JVM, Java Virtual Machine Architecture, you'll get to know what is this class loader, bytecode verifier, everything. At present, remember, secured. It is a secure programming language. Next, robust. Robust means it is very strong. It provides a strong memory management, and here there is a deficiency of pointers that prevents security issues. So just now we discussed about the security and the pointers concept. There is no explicit pointer concept here, and it also provides the security. That's why Java is called as a strong programming language. It is one of the feature of Java. Next, architecture neutral. Architecture neutral means, so if you compare with C, You use the data type like integer to store a variable, to store a value 10, int a equal to 10. Based on your system processor, or architecture, the int size may vary. If you use a 32-bit architecture, the size of that int value will be 2 bytes. If you use a 64-bit architecture, the size of int value may be 4 bytes. But when it comes to the Java, the size will not vary with architecture to architecture, processor to processor. It is constant, that is 4 bytes of memory. Hence, for integer, it will allocate 4 bytes of memory. Okay, I hope you understood architecture neutral. The memory allocation is not varied to architecture. As like C, when it comes to the C, the memory will be changed from processor to processor. That is the meaning of architecture neutral. I am just comparing with C so that you can understand very easily. Next, interpreted programming language. So Java is a wonderful feature, interpreted. So it includes both compilation and interpretation. When it comes to C, it has a compiled programming language. It will compile and execute with the compiler. But here we have a two-step process. We will compile the code. After code compilation, we will execute the code with the help of interpreter. Interpreter we use to execute the code. Okay. So interpreter means Java code is not directly converted into machine code by the compiler. So compiler here directly not converting into machine code. First we are converting into byte code. Means when we are compiling the code, when we are checking the code whether we have any error in our code or not, if there is no error in your code, then compiler will convert into byte code. This byte code is called as a dot class file. .java is your program. Dot class file will be generated when your code doesn't have any error. With the help of compiler, we do it. Okay. Next, class loader. This class loader will load this dot class file and transform to executing code. Executable code का transfer చేసే this class loader. Okay na? With the help of just-in-time compiler, it is converting into machine code. So we are not converting our code directly to the machine code. We have a two-step process. We are converting into dot class file and we are sharing it, and then we are converting into machine code. Okay, so everything, all the steps we will get to know in the next classes. At present, remember, interpreted means we are not directly converting our code into machine code. It has a compiler and interpreter. Compiler will convert our code. Source code is nothing but whatever the code we have written into dot class file. When this dot class file will be generated, when your code doesn't have any error. Okay, after this you'll execute that code with the help of interpreter. Here in Java we have compiler and interpreter. Remember this. Okay. Next, high performance. Java is faster and it is a little bit slow when compared with other programming languages because it is an interpreted programming languages. So interpreted will execute, like interpreted behavior will be little bit slow. So it is high performance, it is mentioned because we have a just-in-time compiler. It provides the high performance. We'll get the output with less time because of this just-in-time compiler. Next, multi-threaded. Multi-threaded means a thread is like a separate program that executes concurrently. If you want, if you have written 100 lines of code, and it will, suppose it is taking 100 seconds of time to execute it. So you want to reduce that execution time. So how can you reduce it? Using this multi-threading concept. This is one of the important feature of this Java. With the help of this, we can reduce the time. How do you do it? We are dividing the entire code, 100 lines of code, into two parts, like 50-50. If you are executing this 50 lines parallelly, then how much time does it take? Only 50 seconds, right? So To separate a program, to write a separate program, we use this multi-threading concept to execute a thread. Like a separate independent part is nothing but a thread. Each part, when you execute parallelly, it will reduce the execution time. This is the one of the important feature, because when you use it, it will reduce the response time. Next, distributed means we can use this application. Java programming in many like wide number of applications. Next, if you read it, you'll get to know. Java is just designed for distribution, allowing user to distributed applications effectively. RMI and VJP facilitate the creation of distributed applications. This feature enables access to file by invoking methods from any machine on the internet. We can access that application on anywhere on or using a computer. Next, dynamic. Dynamic means it is a dynamic language that supports on-demand loading of classes. It allows the user functions from its native languages, namely C and C++. The Java supports dynamic compilation, automatic memory management, and including garbage collection. I already mentioned these points: automatic garbage collection and memory management, and dynamic compilation. We can give an input at the runtime, and we can run our code for the different inputs. It has a dynamic feature. Based on our requirement, it will load the classes and it will display the output. So let's have a quick revision on these features of Java. What are the features of Java? It is a very simple programming language because it is removed tough features like C has a pointers concept, C++ has operating overloading concept. These are the complex features which are present in these languages, but Java doesn't have it. It has removed it. And we can easily learn this programming language when you have an idea about C and C++. Okay, this is the importance of this simple programming language. Next, object-oriented means it is everything. We are going to write the code which is related to our real-world entities. Like object, real-world entity is nothing but object. Everything in Java is related to objects only. That's why it is called as an object-oriented programming. What are the concepts involved in object-oriented programming? The concepts of object-oriented programming language is inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulations are the basic concepts of object-oriented programming. Portable. Portable means we can share our code on any operating system. Portable means easy to share. That's why it is called as VORA. Write once, run anywhere. If you write the code once, we can share it to other platforms. That is the feature of portable. Platform independent means, so we are sharing it, it is running on other operating systems. We are able to share, that is a feature of portable. We are able to execute the code, that is a feature of platform independent. I hope you will get to know the difference between portable and platform independent. Platform independent means we are able to run our Java code on any other operating system, like it may be Windows or Linux or any operating system. Because of what is the main feature here? JVM, just Java Virtual Machine, is a main role. Okay, that's why Java is called as platform independent. Platform dependent means it does not work on other operating system. It will run only for particular operating systems. Like if you take an example of C or C++. Next, secure. It is a secure programming language because it doesn't have any pointers concept here. And next, robust. So we know Java is a robust means a strong programming language. It has a strong memory management. It will remove like unwanted objects, unused objects. Use of garbage collector, automatic garbage collector we have. If you don't use any object throughout our program, while executing it, it will remove it. With the help of this, we can reduce that. We can save our storage space. Next, architecture neutral means I already discussed that if you take an example of a variable int equal to 10, the size of integer value will not be varied from operating system to operating system, processor to processor. You may use 32-bit processor or 64-bit processor. It will not change. The size of integer will be same. Okay, that's why it is an architecture neutral. When it comes to C, it does not same. size, the int size may be varied based on the architecture. If you use 32-bit, it may be 2 bytes. If you use 64 bits, it may be 4 bytes. Okay. Next, interpreted. You know, interpreted means we are not executing the code at once. It has a two-step process. We will compile the code. After compilation, if there is no error in our code, uh, there is a .class file. After compilation, it will generate it. That .class file will be converted into machine code with the help of interpreter. Compiler will compile the code. Compiler will check the code. If there is no error, then that code will be converted into machine code with the help of interpreted. That is the meaning of interpreted programming language. Next, high performance. So because of this just-in-time compiler, we are getting high performance. What is meant by just-in-time compiler we'll discuss when we discussing about JVM. Okay, multi-threaded. So multi-threaded means to reduce the response time. We are creating a thread. Means when you are executing 2 threads means 2 different parts, 2 independent parts. Like if each part maybe contains 50 lines of code. If you are executing this 50 lines parallelly, you will reduce the response time. But if you are not using this multi-threading, you may get hundreds of times of time. Right? There is an example for this multi-threading. Distributed, we can use this programming language on wide variety of applications. Dynamic, we can give a runtime input. We can check the code for different inputs. Next, it has automatic garbage collector and strong memory management. All these are the features of Java. I hope you understood. Okay. So let's have again start with an introduction part. I'll ask the questions. You just revise it. What is Java means? It is a high-level, object-oriented, secure programming language. Who invented Java? James Gosling. In which year it is invented? 1995. Who is the father of Java? James Gosling. What are the applications of Java? We can use this Java programming language to develop web applications or desktop applications or mobile applications. There are n number of applications we have. Okay, these are the features. Next, what are the features? It is very simple and it provides multi-threading concept. We can reduce the response time, and it is a very powerful programming language because it has strong memory management and secure programming language. Object oriented, it has no concepts. What are the OOPS concepts? Polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, portable. We can share our code to any other system. Platform independent. We can execute our code with the help of JVM on any operating system. All these are the features of Java. I hope it's clear. If you have any doubt, just go to this website, just read it, and you'll get to have an idea about this. Okay. Thank you for today's class. We'll discuss the next topic in the next class. Thank you.